If you're an e-commerce brand running Google Ads, chances are you're losing between 10K and 30K every single month, and you probably have no idea where it's going. Not because your products are bad or your strategy is wrong, but because your Google Ads setup is leaking money in places where most brands never check. We see it all the time when auditing accounts. Duplicated tracking that's inflating your ROAS, campaign structures that mix branded traffic with non-branded traffic, campaigns competing against each other with high CPCs, performance max campaigns stealing credit for branded conversions instead of finding new customers, and merchant center errors quietly blocking your products from even showing up. Each of these on its own hurts performance, and together they waste hundreds and thousands of ad spend every single week. At RedMelon, we've audited over 300 e-commerce ad accounts, and the same issues come up again and again and again. In this video, I'm going to show you our complete audit process we use for brands spending from 5 to 6 figures per month in Google Ads. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify what's burning money in your Google Ads account and how to fix it. The first thing we do is reviewing the tracking setup. Before we optimize campaigns, we need to make sure that the data that we are basing our decisions on is actually accurate. If your conversion tracking is duplicated, every single bid adjustment, every ROAS calculation, and every performance decision you make is built on false numbers. In other words, if your tracking is off, everything else will be off too. To check if this is affecting you, go inside your Google Ads account and click on Goals Summary. Scroll down until you get to the Purchase section. We will expand this. Here you'll see all the conversion actions currently tracking in your account. What you want to see is one single primary action. This is your purchase event. Everything else like Google Analytics for purchases or whatever conversion we have here should be marked as secondary. In most audits we run, we see the opposite. Multiple purchase events all firing at the same time with the same level of priority, often triggered by Klaviyo, Google Analytics 4, or other unreliable sources. And the big issue with this is that Google thinks you're getting 2 or 3 times more conversions than the ones that you're actually getting. And that leads the algorithm to optimize against clicks or page views instead of real purchases. So in order to fix this, click on Edit Goal, expand this option, make sure you're seeing the full list of conversions that you have configured here. And if you have more than one conversion marked as primary, make sure to mark it as secondary. This tells Google to track these metrics but won't include them in the key account level metrics like conversion value or ROAS. If you are a Shopify brand, make sure that the Google Shopping app purchase is set as your primary conversion source. It's the most reliable way to track purchases because it sends data from the Shopify servers to Google Ads directly, reducing delays, duplicates, or attribution mistakes. Unlike GA4 imports or third-party setups that often misfire or lose conversions across devices. Once this is set up correctly, every optimization you make in Google Ads will be based on real, verified data, and that's the foundation of profitable scaling. The second section of the audit is customer lists. Google's algorithm is only as smart as the data you feed it. If it doesn't know who your real customers are, it will spend thousands of dollars just trying to figure it out, showing ads to random people, paying high CPCs, and hoping to stumble upon a buyer. But when you upload customer lists, you're basically giving Google a shortcut, a direct signal of who actually buys from you. That lets the algorithm find more people faster and optimize toward audiences that really behave like your customers. To check if this is affecting you, go to Tools, Shared Library, Audience Manager. This is an account that we're auditing right now. What we're gonna do is add a filter called segment type, choose customer list as the only option, and apply. This is exactly what you don't wanna see in your ad account. There's only 2 lists being used created by Klaviyo. One of them is about leads, so I'm not even sure what leads are doing here in an e-commerce brand. And they are only using their all-time customer list imported from Klaviyo, which is not technically incorrect, but it's definitely not enough. And look at this, there are so many lists that are not being used at all. And these lists were not even created by whoever is managing this account. As you can see, these were automatically created. So there's a lot of work that needs to get done here. So in order to fix this, start by creating and uploading a few key customer lists. Here are the segments that consistently perform best for our clients: all purchasers, recent purchasers in the last 30 days, loyal buyers, so the ones that purchase twice or more, VIP buyers for those that purchase 5 times or more, cart abandoners, high-value customers, and win-back customers. Now, Google requests that each list should have at least 1,000 matched users to be usable. When exporting these lists, make sure to include email, phone number to maximize Google's match rate. And finally, connect these audiences to your Performance Max campaigns. Click on one of your PMax campaigns, hover over the audience signal section and click on Edit. We'll click on Edit Audience here, and in your data section, you'll see all the lists. Make sure you're adding all the lists that are relevant to you and have already been being uploaded to the customer list section. And finally, click on save. That's how you teach the algorithm who your real buyers are and stop wasting spend just guessing. When you start doing this consistently, you'll notice a clear shift in performance. What usually happens is that Google starts recognizing buying pattern faster, your CPCs drop, and conversions start increasing again. As a final note, you can also build customer lists on third-party platforms like Klaviyo, and then import them directly into Google Ads. This is especially useful if you're creating audiences from scratch, since Google can only look back 30 days from the moment the audience was created. Klaviyo, on the other hand, can go back to the first day where your Shopify and Klaviyo integration was created, giving you access to months or even years of customer history. That means your audiences start strong from day one and you're not waiting months for Google to catch up. So make sure you set up your audiences in Google Ads first, and while those start collecting data, leverage Klaviyo for larger, more complete audiences that give Google better signals right from the start. Section 3 is general account mistakes, and we start with campaigns that are either limited by budget or limited by bid strategy. When you see limited by budget or limited by bid strategy next to a campaign, it means Google has more opportunities to drive conversions, but your settings are holding it back. That's wasted potential. So to check if this is affecting you, go to campaigns and check on the status column. Limited by budget essentially means that you could be spending more budget and getting the same ROAS that you are targeting. Unlimited by bid strategy usually means that your target ROAS or target CPA is set too high, and Google can't spend within that restriction. So you might be wondering how we can fix this. For limited by budget, I recommend increasing the budget between 10 and 15% per week and monitoring and making sure that your target CPA or target ROAS are still met while you increase it. Another common mistake is having campaigns with policy issues or disapproved ads. Disapproved ads and policy issues are one of the easiest ways to lose visibility and performance without realizing it. Even if the campaign looks active, a single disapproved asset can completely stop it from serving properly. So to check if this is affecting you, go to Tools, Troubleshooting, and click on Policy Manager. You'll see the reason why all your ads are getting disapproved. Make sure to carefully review all Google Ads policies, understand them, and double-check your ads to ensure they fully comply with each one. Sometimes it's just one headline or one product image causing the block. So if you detected you're being uncompliant, click on Edit Ad and fix it, or otherwise, if you believe that you're being compliant with all the policies that Google states, then click on Appeal, and you'll have to wait a few days for Google to review your request and approve it. And the third general mistake that we usually see is location targeting. So here's the sneaky thing. By default, Google targets users in or interested in your locations, meaning you might be paying for clicks from people outside your actual market. So to check if this is affecting you, go to your campaigns, click on Edit Settings, scroll down to Other Settings, and expand the location setting. In this case, we're targeting the United States, but when we click on location options, we want to find just presence as the option selected. What we don't want to see is what Google recommends, so that's the setting of presence or interest. And you can see the definition here: people in or regularly in who've shown interest in your included locations. We don't want to select this. And finally, we click on Save. This quick fix cuts wasted spend and makes your account far more efficient. Section number 4 is campaign structure, and the first common mistake we see is too many campaigns. Running too many campaigns spreads your data too thin and slows down optimization. Google's algorithm needs at least 30 conversions per campaign per month to learn effectively. So when spend and conversions are split across too many campaigns, none of them reach that threshold, making it impossible for the system to optimize properly. To check if this is affecting you, go to your campaign view, make sure you're seeing data from the last 30 days, and check the total conversions for each campaign. This is not that bad, but we have a few campaigns with 15, 10, 9, and 13 conversions respectively. So there might be an opportunity here to consolidate campaigns and favor algorithmic learning in this account. If most of your campaigns have fewer than 30 conversions, you are likely over-segmented. You'll also notice inconsistent spend and performance, a clear sign that the algorithm doesn't have enough data to stabilize results. And to fix this, simplify and consolidate. For most e-commerce brands, a clean structure with one solid performance max campaign, one branded search campaign, and eventually one shopping campaign is enough to start. A linear structure will help campaigns learn faster and scale easier. And the second mistake we see is not splitting brand from non-brand campaigns. Mixing branded and non-branded traffic is the most expensive mistake you can make in Google Ads. When both are combined, Google starts prioritizing branded searches, meaning people that are already looking for your brand because they convert more easily. The problem is that it inflates your ROAS and it prevents you from accurately tracking how well you're acquiring acquiring new customers. In short, you are paying premium CPCs for your brand name. And more importantly, you're not investing in cold traffic, so you might see high ROAS reporting in Google Ads, but your Shopify revenue stays flat. So to check if this is affecting you, open your PMax campaigns, go to Campaigns, Insights and Reports, and click on Search Terms. What you want to see is that in the first column, your brand name does not appear at all. If that's the case, that means you are using PMax correctly and you're using to target cold traffic. What you don't want to see is your brand name under the first column. If you see your brand name, product names, or common misspelling showing up alongside generic keywords, you are mixing brand and non-branded traffic. In order to fix this, separate campaigns by intent. Branded campaigns protect your brand by targeting your name, branded products, and common variations. Non-branded campaigns focus on prospecting new customers with category or problem-based keywords. For PMax campaigns, go to the Keywords section and make sure to click on plus and upload a list of your brand names or common branded product names. Click on Save, and that way you're making sure that your branded terms will not appear in PMax. A healthy structure typically allocates between 85 and 90% of their budget to prospecting and 10 to 15% of the budget to brand defense. That way you focus on acquiring new customers and generating demand. The fifth section of the audit is Google Merchant Center, and the first common mistake we see is disapproved products. Disapproved or inactive products in Google Merchant Center limit your product visibility and sales potential. Even if your campaigns look good in Google Ads, the products won't appear in the shopping placement when people are looking for your products on Google. To check if this is affecting you, go to your Google Merchant Center, Products and Store section and click on Products. What you want to see here is most of your products, if not all, completely green, because that means they are approved. If you are seeing yellow or red everywhere here, that means you have a problem. That means a significant portion of your catalog is flagged and it's hurting your performance. Hover over each warning to identify the reason. Most issues come from missing attributes like GTINs or descriptions, poor image quality, or policy-related text. Keep your feed diagnostics as close to 100% as possible. A clean feed ensures maximum product visibility and a smoother approval process for new products. Now we will navigate to the second most common mistake, which is product title optimization, and scroll down. Your product titles play a major role in how Google matches your items to search queries. You can think of the product titles as the keywords for shopping ads. Weak or vague titles make products harder to find and less appealing for potential buyers. Strong titles, on the other hand, improve visibility and CTRs. Check if this is affecting you. Go to All Products section in Google Merchant Center and start looking at your titles as you scroll down. If they don't clearly describe what the product is and its key attributes like color, material, or size, you are losing relevance. To fix this, use a consistent title structure, such as brand name, product type, attribute 1, attribute 2, and size or color or variant. An example would be Nike Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Red Sneakers, Premium Leather, Air Sole Cushioning, size 10. Use clear and descriptive titles to help Google understand your products better. And that way, you'll make your listings more attractive to shoppers. The section number 6 in the audit is bidding strategies. And the first common mistake is using the wrong bidding strategy for branded search campaigns. People searching for your brand already know you, so using automated bidding like target ROAS or maximize conversions often leads to overpaying for clicks. To check if this is affecting you, go to your Google Ads account and click on Edit Settings on your branded search campaign. Scroll through your bidding section, and what you want to see here is that you're using either manual CPC or target impression share. For people that are not advanced on Google Ads, I generally recommend using target impression share with a goal between 90 and 95% to dominate the brand queries, or switch to manual CPC for complete cost control. If you're not advanced on Google Ads, I usually recommend using target impression share since it's easier. And the second issue we see is people using the wrong bidding strategies in non-branded campaigns. Google's automated bidding strategies rely on data. If you choose a strategy that requires more conversions than your campaigns are able to produce, Google won't have enough signals to optimize, leading to inconsistent spend and weak results. To check if this is affecting you, open your campaign view and look at the conversions in the last 30 days. If you're below 20 conversions per month and running target ROAS, the system simply doesn't have enough data to learn effectively. So in order to fix it, we use this framework. From 0 to 20 conversions per month, we use Maximize Click. In this way, we focus on building initial data so Google learns who converts. From 20 to 30 conversions per month, we use Max Conversion Value. That way, Google can start optimizing towards conversion value and efficiency. For 30 plus conversions conversions per month and more than 60 purchases in the total history of the campaigns, we use maximize conversion value with target ROAS. So once the performance is stable, we add a target ROAS. We recommend that you start with your average from the last 30 days. This will allow you to get better results instead of forcing the automation before the campaigns are ready. Moving forward, we take care of performance max campaigns. In this video, we already reviewed one of the most common mistakes, which is PMax campaigns bidding for branded terms. But one of the most shocking mistakes that we see is that 90% of the brands that we audit are not using audience signals inside PMax campaigns. Audience signals are the key to helping PMax campaigns to target more accurately. Without them, Google's algorithm wasted budgets just trying to guess who your real customers are. Adding strong audience signals shortens that learning curve and drives better results sooner. This is an account we are auditing, and I'll show you an example of what we don't want to see. Click inside the PMax campaign, go to your PMax campaign, navigate to the audience signal column, and what you don't want to see is that no audience signals are being provided. We are looking at another account right now, and this is what we want to see. We're going to go to audience signals, and we want to see that there's interest, detailed demographics, and data included there. Simply click on edit signals and make sure you're giving Google as much information as you can about your products and your audience. Even though audience signals don't restrict targeting, they guide Google's machine learning towards people most likely to convert. In the section number 8, we analyze search campaigns. And the first common mistake we see is overusing broad match without adding negative keywords. Now, broad match keywords work, but only when managed properly. If you launch a campaign with wide targeting and no negative keywords, Google will start spending all your budget matching your ads to irrelevant search terms. You will see poor CTRs and poor traffic in your site that never convert. To check if this is affecting you, click on your search campaign and then go to the search terms section. If you're seeing unrelated terms or searches that don't align with your product, that's a clear sign your broad match keywords need refining. So in order to fix this, use a mix of exact phrase and broad match types. But pair broad keywords with a strong keyword strategy and review your search terms regularly, at least once a week and ideally every single day. Add irrelevant terms as negative at least once a week. A good practice is to build a negative keyword list, including common exclusions like free, cheap, Amazon, used, etc., and apply them across all your search campaigns for cleaner traffic. And the second most common mistake we see in search campaigns is brand using copy that doesn't convert. There's a huge competition for attention in search results, so your search ads need to be highly relevant and address your unique selling proposition. And a very important thing that most brands overlook is that good copy not only improves your CTRs, but also lowers your CPCs by improving your quality score. To check if this is affecting you, go to campaigns and to the ads section. This is a non-branded campaigns, and from what we can see, every single ad has a CTR about 4%, which is pretty good, and the average is 5.11%, which is pretty high for a non-branded campaign. If CTRs are below 40% on branded campaigns or 2% on non-branded ones, your copy likely isn't resonating. As a pro tip, also check ad strength and search top impression share. Low numbers here often reflect weak messaging or lack of variation in headlines. And finally, the last section is landing pages, and the most common mistake we see is brands sending traffic to pages that are not designed to convert. Even the best campaigns won't work if the landing page isn't built to convert. Sending traffic to generic homepages or collection wastes clicks. To check if this is affecting you, go to Campaigns, Insights and Reports and click on Landing Pages. Make sure you have the conversion rate column added and order these by clicks. Next, check the conversion rate, especially focusing on those landing pages that have the most amount of clicks or cost. If pages with high traffic have low conversion rates compared to your average, there's likely some things to be improved there. Drive traffic to pages that match ad intent and make buying simple. Use clear information, tell your customers why you're different, use clear CTAs, and add social proof with reviews apps. If you want this level of clarity inside your ad account, click the link below and book a call with me. We'll audit your brand and explore how we can help you to scale faster and profitably. If this was helpful, please feel free to drop a comment or like below. It really helps so I can do more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.